Let's focus now on stories from the continent. The big talking point around the world, no doubt, this week will be the FIFA World Cup. And we've got 10 African teams represented at the global tournament. And we thought, let's bring in a football expert and talk about the chances of the continent in this competition, but also some of the issues around even getting to the games. We've brought back Yanga Sibembe, who is a sports journalist and who joins us now on the Yanga. A very good morning to you and welcome back to 702 Breakfast.
Good morning, Bongani. Good morning to your listeners, and thank you so much for having me again.
All right, this is the first World Cup. We've got 48 teams across the three host nations, the US, Mexico, and Canada. What makes this, do you think, a different edition from previous tournaments in your view? I mean, I remember the US 94 World Cup. How will this one be different?
I mean, as you mentioned already, the fact that there's so many countries represented in the past, maybe it would be a case of fine margins in terms of countries being able to represent or fly their flag at the World Cup stage. But because of the expansion, it's given a lot of countries that maybe have missed out in the past narrowly to sort of join now and also be able to participate. And of course, that's benefited the African continent. Because from the usual 5 that we had in previous World Cups, now we have 10, so double the number. And yeah, it's really exciting on that front because, I mean, we know that there's a lot of talent on the continent. There's a lot of players that we export to different parts of the world. But the World Cup is really a great stage for these players to showcase what they're made of and hopefully get those opportunities to make a better living for themselves and their families elsewhere.
All right, 10 teams from this continent, as you say. What are our chances? I mean, which are the teams from this continent that you think will really go far?
It's always tough for Africa. I think I saw Tunisia is in one of the toughest groups with the likes of Sweden and Japan and the Netherlands. So they've got really tough time in terms of making it out the group stage. But if you look at a country like Morocco, of course, they broke the glass ceiling in the last World Cup by reaching the semi-finals. And they'll be hoping to at least match that display from 4 years ago. But yeah, it's going to be tough. They've recently lost their coach who was behind that success 4 years ago, Walid Regragui, and they've got a new coach now. So it's, and this happened only just a couple of months ago. So do they have enough time? Have they had enough time to pick up the new coach's tactics and what he wants from the players? But in terms of the personnel that they have really strong squad.
Senegal? What do you think of Senegal's chances?
No, Senegal definitely will always be in the conversation.
Egypt?
Egypt, they struggled at the World Cup. They've had their opportunities before, but they struggled at the World Cup. But maybe this time around, Salah can really show what he's made of, and I think this is maybe one of his last World Cups.
After his departure from Liverpool, he'll certainly have a point to prove. Let's talk now, if we can, about some of the issues behind the scenes. These visa restrictions. We saw our best referee from the continent being told, no, sorry, you can't come in. CAF, as far as I know, have said nothing about it. And neither have FIFA. I mean, we always thought FIFA, when you host their tournament, they come and take over. It doesn't seem to be the case this time.
Yes, in terms of the referee, very unfortunate for him because, I think, like you said, he's one of the best, and this was going to be his first World Cup, and he was going to be the first referee from his country to officiate at a World Cup, so it was going to be such an exciting time for him. But because of the fact that Somalia is on that US list of banned countries, he's been denied this visa. And FIFA have come out and they've said they don't really control what countries can or who the countries really accept or deny visas, so they don't really have a say in that, which I think is quite cowardly from them.
That's a cop-out. Why host the tournament? Why tell the whole world you can go to country X? Country X has agreed for you to come to participate in the tournament if we let them host it, and then at the last minute say, oopsie daisy, we've got nothing to say.
Yeah, I know. I think it's quite spineless from them. But it's unfortunate for the teams themselves. I mean, from what I've seen, it's been quite seamless. Maybe the traveling itself to get there is the taxing part. But from what I've seen from the players and the technical team, it's been quite seamless.
Well, it also depends which country you're from. I mean, we've heard of fans, even from countries like Scotland, battling in terms of visas. Ticket prices has been an issue. Travel costs has been another. Do you get the sense that maybe once the football starts, things could get exciting, but that generally most fans around the world have a wait and see attitude?
Yeah, I mean, I think a part of it, yes, but also for the fact that so many people don't really have access especially if you're coming from Africa. I mean, it's quite far to travel to the US, quite expensive. The tickets are expensive. The accommodation in some places is expensive. So in terms of access for people on the ground, how much representation will there be at the World Cup, I'm not sure. But maybe if watching from home, there will be that excitement that comes with the World Cup once, everything kicks off. But for now, it's not there. It's been quite a hollow build up to the World Cup, I must say.
Let's hope it's not a hollow tournament. Yanga Sibembe, sports journalist, appreciate your time for this morning's Africa Report.
Current events, developing stories,
tough questions,
your voice making a difference.
This is Breakfast with Bongani Bingwa.